Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Terra Odyssey. I was listening to some really great psychiatrists, therapists, and speakers this morning, so I got really inspired to do this read on um, why they are really interested in you and signs you will see. It was a bunch of really informed, excellent male speakers, and it made a lot of sense, and it's proven to be true throughout what I've learned in my past as well. So we're going to ask those questions, why they're attracted to you and reasons that they are, and also this works in a general sense as well, why other people like to be around you, because it's something you exude, and oftentimes we don't even know we're doing it. But if you can be aware of these indicators and magnify and amplify them, they help even more so. Especially, sometimes it's just our natural behavior, but it's wonderful when we're like, oh wow, we didn't know that that works as a magnet as well. So we have three choices here: assistance, manifest, and prayers. And I'll let you pick. And I have my Labradorite right there. Okay, so we're going to begin with number one. So let's see what's going on when we have assistance and innocence. Well, part of this is you are just a naturally kind person. And it's funny because this one speaker this morning was saying how, of course, when we go out on a date, we're putting our best foot forward, as are they to us. But what a true indicator is about part of your personality and your kindness factor, and this comes through innocently, you don't even know you're doing it, is how you treat other people. How do you treat the staff? How do you treat that homeless person on the street that you're passing by? How do you treat the valet driver? All these are indicators of your sort of true nature, and they're also an indicator to them how you'll be treating them in the near future after you get to know them and feel more comfortable when your true nature comes out. So remember, those little things of saying thank you and showing some reverence and respect to people all around you in your area. And you do that. And because of that, you just innocently are gracious and have gratitude. And that's very attractive to them. And it tells a lot about a person, right? So I really love that. And also the fact that you'll notice if they feel a little bit nervous around you or awkward, it's a natural inclination to really want to try hard and watch what you say when you're around somebody, so you can act a little bit awkward, and where people might think, oh, that's weird, I don't want them to feel awkward. But I was listening to this one speaker, and he made so much sense, saying, well, men, when they're with somebody new, it's like their brain is an apartment building, and if they're in one apartment that's gauging your looks and they're so impressed by it, they kind of lose that sense of speech and natural rhythm of talking, because they're in their apartment window looking at you. Just all they can do is see out of that one. They can't speak out of that one. They have to move to another room for that. So they're looking at you going, oh my gosh, he or she is so gorgeous, so beautiful, I can't believe this, look at them. And they're trying to take all that in. So when you ask them something, they have to go to their next apartment, which is the listening and interaction room, which is then, oh my gosh, I'm called upon to say something. It's so funny. It's like a different facet that they have to bring forth, but they can be so stunned. So if they're a little nervous and awkward around you, which I feel they will be, it's because they're worried about how they're being perceived, and they're just blown away by you. So it's almost like they have to transition into another room. So something else that they find attractive about you is that you're magnetic to other things, to other people. People notice you. Animals are attracted to you. All these things. You have this true loving nature that reverberates around you, and it attracts things. And it's one of those cool things where, what you focus on. This type of personality, I feel like you bring that you're positive even in other areas where it's not so easy to be positive. Say you're out at a restaurant and there's a very long wait. Instead of being agitated with everybody else and complaining about it, you're like, hey, let's play words with friends on our phone and talk about our favorite words, or tell me a story about yourself or something. Like, you're truly interested in them, and you are going to, reposition what could be a negative into a positive, because you're just happy you're with them. And that's such a good reflection upon you, just saying that you could be happy anywhere, and it's not one of those people that they have to go out of their way to constantly entertain you, because you have that natural disposition to reach for the positive. And it's very, very important, because we've been around people that are cynical, right? They start to bring us down. It's heavy. They complain about everything, you know, the weight, the cost of something, the behaviors of others. It's like they're so quick to judge, analyze, and be negative. And that will only last so long before people just want to get the hell away from you, because there's nothing that adds to any kind of joy or wonder about the world and awesomeness to just be happy where you are and have gratitude. That's what it is. It's like total lack of gratitude. Cynicism and pessimism and all of that is the opposite of gratitude. But you're naturally committed to be this person that looks for light, looks for joy, looks for things. And one of the number one components too in the relationship factor when somebody first meets you that they love is you showing interest and enthusiasm in life. Have you ever asked somebody, hey, you want to go here? And they're like, okay, whatever. You know, it's like that brings down your enthusiasm factor, and you feel like you're then trying to raise theirs. And if you feel like they're a job, you're not going to want to continually do that. But if you're like, hey man, that is a great idea, I'm excited to try the sushi, yeah, let's go to this beach, it's going to be awesome, I heard they have surfboards, you know, it's like get excited about what they're excited about. Otherwise it's like lukewarm is so boring. It's not like you're, wow, she or he are so hard to impress, I'm going to try harder. They're like, no, if this person is bored by everything, then they're boring, goodbye. Seriously. So your enthusiasm and your commitment to something really raises them and makes them happy and excited, and you know, it's contagious, right? It's just contagious for sure. And then lastly, you got the vermarine, which is a bridge. It's about building a kind of, you're really excellent at building this sort of communication where they feel free to say and express what they want. So they feel like it's a safe space and they like it. And you know, there's the rare exception, you know, of a person that can just really let a man or woman feel safe in that expressive mode, because once something is out there, it's such a relief. It's like anything that has to be pushed down and pushed down, a feeling you're having or an expectation or whatever you want to share. If you feel like that person is not going to be receptive to that, you're not going to say it, right? But you are very receptive, and you're always building this bridge saying, hey, say whatever you want, tell me how you feel. And that expansion and that safe space makes them utterly devoted to and so excited about, you know, just your level of easiness to be around. You know, it's wonderful. And you know, it's very important that somebody doesn't feel self-critical in front of somebody else, because it creates this bridge of connectivity. So you add this beautiful vitality, love, connectivity, openness, you know, that they can't get enough of. So very beautiful energy, group one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me on Instagram. It's sparkwist11. The Goddess Provisions box is off the hook for June. Go check the link out and see the box. There's so much great stuff in there. Just the face serum alone is worth the $33 cost, but then you have all this other extra great stuff. So go see what's going on. So beautiful. Yeah, keep up the good work. It's very important. So now we're on to group 2, manifest. This is just talking about you being able to manifest and get what you want out of life through simple positivity and knowing and having this law of attraction work for you, mostly just because you expect it. You expect good things, you expect connectivity, you expect good communication, you expect results. Therefore they come to you, and people around you see that, and they love that because they want some of that good luck to rub off on them. Also, that nothing is too strange or out there for you. You know, that pink rabbit that you want to ride out into the horizon to succeed, you think out of the box. You have very progressive thinking, and it's very attractive to people. Again, it's one of those things where you have cynicism is not what it's copped up to be. You see those people that they think, oh, well, I'm very hard to impress, so impress me. People are going to get the hell away from that, because when you have cynicism, that shows a lack of enthusiasm. That shows a lack of you caring about other people around you that would like to hear positive words and see enthusiasm and see contribution. You know, it's like people are not going to respond to that. And it's like you're the opposite of that. You're like, come on, let's go try this. What's to lose? We're going to have an experience regardless, you know, instead of that blasé, like whatever. It's like you have enthusiasm, you have drive. Also, you have a way to, this, I'm just watching this on the top of the deck. You have a faith that things are going to turn out well. You have a faith in the other person. Now, this is a huge magnet for other people to be attracted to you. When you show someone you have faith in their abilities, it's saying, I trust you. Of course, why wouldn't you succeed? Why couldn't you handle this? Now, that can be something as little as saying, hey, could you go load the dishwasher? And then not standing over them and going, oh, be careful of that crystal. Oh, micromanaging. You're saying, here's a task, and I have faith that you can complete this without me governing what's going on. Or could you go take a look at my oil? I'm not sure how to do that. And not leaning over them and going, are you sure you're supposed to be doing that? And second guessing them. This is, you show your faith in people by asking them, to complete things and just letting them get on with it. Or your children, if you have teenagers, you have faith. Hey, yeah, you can go do this. You can borrow my car. And you don't have to give them 100 set of rules. They already know intrinsically what is important. They're not talking on the phone while they're driving. They're home when they say they're going to be, all those things. You show faith in other people's, therefore they love and respect you for that. And they also in turn show faith for you. Now, this is very important. What's very attractive about you is you voice your opinions. Yes means yes with you and no means no. You don't have all this wishy-washy middle ground. If somebody says, oh, do you want to go to this restaurant? Yes, I absolutely love Italian food. You say, no, thank you. I'm not really into sushi. You give exacting words, which makes sense so people know where they are. You're not wishy-washy. They're not having to guess the temperature and what you want. It's like you're decisive, and they love that. Also, that your voice, like, you use it for good. You use it so you can bring people up, to bring them together, to lift them up, to make them feel good, to elevate the conversation. You use your voice for good, right? You're not just speaking to speak. You ever just have those jabberjaws that just talk about everything, and it's usually their opinions, their personal opinions, or what they like? No, it sets a weird rhythm where you're the opposite of that. You're asking people, other people's opinions. You fit in with the natural landscape and world, and you try to elevate everything with this soft, loving energy, and you make other people feel fulfilled and at peace when they're around you. They are soothed and they feel good to be in your presence. Another thing about you is union. You're inclusive when you speak about people. They're included in your future plans, and they feel protected and safe in the relationship with you, regardless of what it is, child, parent, lover, whatever it is, because you are bringing into your realm everything about them as well, right? Like they're welcome. That's exactly what it is. You are very welcoming to people, and you make them feel inspired as well by that, because these positive vibrations that you emanate make them feel balanced, and they makes them feel included. Now, this is important too. Also, that it's like, what is going on from this perspective. This is kind of like your little dragon, but yeah, it's you have lofty sights, and you're up there and you're watching what's going on, but you can also see a barren landscape. You can see lush fields, but also a barren landscape. You see what's real. You're in touch with reality, and you can then weigh options on what's going on, and it's wonderful. It's like you will add a little, and here I'm hearing this too, because this is whimsy and this is following. You add a little bit of playfulness, and one of the most important aspects men were saying in a relationship is playfulness. Like if you're at a store, do you put on funny hats if you're at Target, or sunglasses, or get a Pez machine and start Pez firing at them? You have this playfulness. You have this, like let's not make everything be mundane. We don't go to the grocery store and go get eggs, get rice, get milk, go, like, and have everything be a boring chore. You're funny, you're silly, you're playful, and you bring that into the relationship with people, regardless who they are, and they look forward to going places with you because of your playfulness, and you influence them to have fun and be happy. So that's really good energy to have about you. I'm also going to pull you a card. Yeah, they feel like you're a kindred spirit because you're interested in what they're interested in. It's like you understand that to make people feel loved and valued, that we have to pay interest in what they're interested in. When we are, that really elevates the conversation and a bonding. It is a huge bonding time when somebody's like, say, so into the sports, like Yankees, and then all of a sudden you get a Yankee shirt, or you're watching the game even though you're not with them. That shows them that you respect and cherish some of the things that they love and respect and are interested in. And that's when they are thinking about something they love that you also love, that's a huge bridge and bonding connector too, you know, you showing interest. So beautiful energy group too. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, if you want to go to my Etsy store and see all my stones and crowns and goodies and things I make, I'm custom make anything as well. If you see a picture of something and you would like me to duplicate it but add something like turn a necklace into a choker, any of those things, I am able to do that for you very reasonably. It's my passion and it's what I do. So go check everything out there, and come see me on Instagram too at Sparkrist11. I do daily posts, memes, all these fun things. It's a way for me to connect and message with people too when they have questions about anything. It's my quickest resource to connect to you guys too, and I love it. So beautiful, beautiful energy, you guys. Now we're on to number 3. So let's see what is going on there. So this right away, if you chose this, I feel like you have faith. And when you have a prayer, that's saying that, you know what, I can identify what I would love to come into my life, into my realm, and I am going to pray on it. And also it connects you to your spiritual self. They love your spirituality, which is saying, you know, it kind of is a prerequisite to some of your personality things, that you'll be positive because you believe in things, that you believe in mankind and the energy and the connectivity and the love and the purpose and the drive within everybody, and there always being enough. Something about that and about you resonates, that, you know, you care for people. And kindness factor is one of the biggest attraction factors. Men, we're always saying in surveys, you know, they watch all the little things, you know, how you treat the people, the doorman, the coat check person, the valet, all these people, because you may have your best foot forward for them, but when it comes to other people, that will be an indicator how you treat them down the road. And you have this vivacity and love and wonderful connectivity to everybody, everywhere, with all different kinds, from homeless people, you know, to whomever, that you are just in that zone of connectivity with people because you care. And that's important. You know, that is one of the biggest factors, because that's how, that's kind of like the juju that you emanate, and your you know, your soul level, like how you think of other people, that, you know, that we're all connected and we find a way to bring about respect for one another in a constant stage that is life, and that's very valued. And this too, that again, you have a caring, nurturing nature, that you care for things, you know, that your heart hurts when you see a hurt animal, or you cry during a very touching moment on TV, things like that, that you're sensitive and caring and loving. That's a huge aspect to you. And, you know, it shows that you show interest in things other besides yourself, that you're dispersing these seeds of caretaking and loving. And people usually, they're like that, don't get invested in small dramas and criticisms, because they're too busy caring about others and shedding this love into the world. And that's definitely something that you emanate. And you see beyond the adornments of people, and you probe underneath the surface to really see what's wrong, you know, how you could help somebody, what's wrong with them. And I was watching this psychiatrist this morning, who's a genius, and she was saying some of the biggest problems in the world right now with anybody, the biggest movie stars, the biggest singers, is them not thinking they're enough. It's not the monetary thing that can show up, but even then, if they feel like they're not enough, they'll feel like they are almost a phony, or they won this like a lotto, like they hadn't earned it. They'll continually have this, I am not enough. But you make people feel like they're the only person in the room with you when they're speaking to you, when you have this gift of giving your undivided attention when it's most important, when somebody's trying to convey a message that's important to them. So you make them feel loved and cherished, and you make them feel like they're always enough. And that's so important, because that's one of the hardest thing. That's why people have to see analysts and psychiatrists, because they feel somehow, even if they're super successful actors, have this, that they feel like they're missing something, or they're there on a fluke. So then they fill that void with alcohol, with drugs, with food, with sex, with all those things, because they feel this emotion, but they feel like they can't say it out loud, because they feel like they'll be discovered. You know what I mean? And any kind of emotion shared or let out, even in front of a mirror, is released. You know, it's like letting air out of the tires that's too full. You feel like, oh, okay, I feel better now. And people feel that around you, because they can say and do and be anything, and you're still going to have a loving ear to lend for them. It's huge. And you're helping people make forward progression because of this. A lot of you guys are healers and light workers, and you don't even know it. You know, at the very least, you're forming relationships with people unbeknownst to you because you're emanating this lovely healing energy. You know, it's wonderful. You're helping people in their journeys just be able to express themselves and their true nature, and it makes them feel good. Again, you're giving and sharing. You have a warm heart. Listen, I have 2 items. Would you like one of them? You know, you're strong in yourself, and you realize, you know, that it's all about connectivity and giving, because if we just keep and hoard things and want things, we're not seeing our potential. And honestly, when we accept things at face value and you do that, oh, here, I have this, I would like you to have some of this. We're transparent. We have clarity of communication. So you make yourself know. You're a clear indicator. Yes means yes and no means no. No, I don't like Italian food. I don't want to go to that restaurant. Yes, I absolutely love Thai food. Let's go do this. You know what I mean? You're not, I don't care, whatever, that beige, lukewarm BS that people are just turned off by, because it means, you know, you don't have enthusiasm for things. It's like, but you do, and you're generous and you communicate that. And I love that. And it's like, you're just that rare exception that, you know, you love people and you emanate that. And it's so beautiful and it's so attractive too. I heard this thing that was so cute. This little girl was asked, you know, what do you think love is? She's like, love is when you tell somebody you like their t-shirt so they wear it 5 days a week. Because you love it. I was like, it's so simple, and that's that energy that you give out. Group 3, beautiful. So let me pull you one of these too. You have garnet passion. Yeah, you know, enough said that you show passion for life and others, and they love that about you. So beautiful energy, group 3. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read. If you want to come visit me in my Etsy store, go see the Goddess Provisions box on the link down there. It's so beautiful this month. I am blown away by it. And come see me on Instagram as well at Sparkwist11. I do daily post memes, and it's my easiest, fastest way to communicate with you guys too. So love and light.